Hey guys, and welcome to the Think Table. It's Immigrant Food's micro-digital think tank, where every month we slice up the immigration issue into easily digestible portions by talking to experts and immigrants themselves about issues facing America today. My name is Ivanovic, and for the very first November issue, we'll talk about DACA recipients or Dreamers. Dreamers are the 800,000 young people that were brought to the United States as children of undocumented immigrants. 800,000 is more than the population of Baltimore. On November 12th, the Supreme Court is hearing their case for the very first time after the Trump administration rescinded the DACA program in 2017. I'm joined today by Maria Praeli, who was brought to the United States at the age of 5 by parents from Peru. Today, Maria is a government relations officer at Forward US, which is just around the corner from my office, and just proves to you that Dreamers are our friends, our neighbors, and our colleagues. Maria and I will talk about her life and her experience and what it is like to grow up in the country, her only country, in a future that looks increasingly uncertain.
So growing up, I did not know that I was undocumented. I knew that I was different due to the color of my skin and that I was from another country, but I did not know that I was undocumented. And it wasn't until I turned 16 and learned that I couldn't get a driver's license, and then shortly after learned that I couldn't get financial aid or take out certain loans to go to college, and started to come across all these challenges that I wasn't prepared to deal with, and that where I grew up, my peers were not facing as well. And since then, and since the creation of DACA, the program that has enabled me to work, drive, and protect me from deportation, I have learned to own my voice in this space, to proudly say that I am undocumented. But also, the challenges continue. The Supreme Court is hearing the DACA program on November 12th. And right now, to be a dreamer, particularly to be a DACA recipient, is to live with constant anxiety, constant uncertainty, not knowing if you're going to be able to work and be safe from deportation come this time next year. I think the word dreamer to me means someone who has these goals, who wants to achieve them, who doesn't see the sky as being the limit. But more personally, the word dreamer has become a name to describe individuals like myself who came to the United States at a young age, grew up undocumented, and know no other place but home but here, and have built a whole life here like I have. So I think one way it means someone who's aspirational, but also in a very personal way, it means someone who has a similar immigration status that I do. I don't think that America cannot resolve the legal status of the almost 1 million individuals like myself. I think that they just have not. And when you look at a lot of polling and you talk to a lot of different stakeholders, the American public is with us. They support Dreamers and DACA recipients. They want a permanent protections for them, a pathway to citizenship. We just haven't gotten there yet. And that's why it's so important for individuals to vote, to really pressure their representatives to take action on the issues that matter to them, because we can't do this alone. The will is there, we just need to make sure that we cross the finish line congressionally. The implication of the Supreme Court decision on individuals like myself is tremendous. It will ultimately decide our futures and what we are able to do, and potentially if we end up being deported to countries that many of us haven't been to for years. For me, I moved to the United States when I was 5 years old. I am 26 years old now, and I can't imagine going back to Peru, which is the country that I was born in. So the Supreme Court could decide that the way that the Trump administration ended the program, the DACA program, was legal, and if they decide that way, then I might not be able to renew my DACA. And DACA is really the 2-year renewable work permit that enables me to work, to drive, and protects me from deportation. So the implications are really big. It will decide not just my future, but the future of about 700,000 other individuals who currently have the DACA program and are Dreamers. So it's very serious. Very crucial that between now and the end of 2019, that DACA recipients renew their DACA, that allies make sure to share their resources and donate to fundraisers, because applying for your DACA costs $495. It's a huge financial burden. So we need to make sure that all the allies continue to spread the message, encourage those that they know to renew their DACA, and also if they are able to donate to DACA renewal fees.
Today, Maria told us about her experience as a dreamer. Like Maria, dreamers are workers, students, teachers, scientists, and our friends and our colleagues. They also contribute significantly to the US economy. For example, every year they bring in $9 billion in state, local, and federal taxes. And on November 12th, the Supreme Court is hearing oral arguments to make the decision on their fate. Like many of my friends, you may be wondering how you can help. If you're in Washington, D.C., come to Immigrant Food throughout the month of November. It's just a block from the White House. And if you're not, go to our website and see how you can contribute. First of all is follow the hashtag #UnitedAtTheTable and join the conversation. See you all next month.